Well, another day. Ready to go. It may be light out there in another hour. It's just now just starting to get where you can see a little bit. So anyway, I'm up having something I haven't had in years. I'm getting daring here. I'm having a Swiss Miss chocolate this morning. It sent a respected pretty good. Vice President Marg with an anodyne message aiming to reassure the world that anyway, somebody was saying, "Oh, be careful, there's a lot of flu going around." Well, on the flight flying out to get the RV, I was next to somebody that was sick the whole flight. So last night I started having a sore throat, and so I'm hoping that it, doesn't go any further. But we'll see. Yeah, it's always what you want. Be stuck on an airplane next to somebody sick the whole time. To make good. Companies far more efficient and productive. Businessmen and executives. Anyway, so I'm up, got my bed made, trying to listen to my... There has been no significant forward movement on trade for read this morning, but as you can hear, it's not buffering well. It's got a good signal, but I don't know why. Let me see if I can do the other channel. I'm hoping that it's just because I'm by the redwoods and, a lot of interference with mountains and everything here. And hopefully it gets better as I go, because it was working really well in my home. Minor setbacks. This hasn't translated into large-scale protectionism. Let me see if I can get to MSNBC, see if that's going to come in. If the West is divided, so... Oh my goodness, this morning I had somebody on that was, I looked on the internet, and they had that Ted Cruz on there, just spouting the biggest nonsense. And I had all these Republicans out there and saying, "Oh yes, we're calling for Nancy Pelosi and for Chuck Schumer to step down. They need to go." I bet they want them to go away.
This is a piece of an op-ed that he wrote in May of 2016 titled "When You Can't
Maybe this is actually going to work this morning.
And it's a little excerpt from it. "Do not allow the Republican convention to be a coronation wherein Trump and Trumpism are unchallenged. The party needs to be reminded that there are deep divisions, and Trump needs to be reminded how many in the party..."
Nope, there it goes. Now it's buffering again. Anyway. Trump sits there and throws a tantrum, and she stands up to him, and now they're calling for her resignation. And all the stuff that Trump has been doing, the lies he's been doing, they put it on Nancy Pelosi, that they're the ones that shut down the government. And these idiot Republicans that don't look at any facts believe it. They believe it. And they're all up in arms on this channel. Of course, I couldn't just sit there and say nothing. I posted and said, "Are you kidding me?" She stood strong against Trump's tantrum, and you guys are having a hissy fit now. But anyway, it's amazing how many lies he will tell, and Ted Cruz will be right there with him. These guys have absolutely no morals, no ethics, no nothing. Anything for the almighty dollar. They would sell their grandmother into prostitution if they can make $1 from it. That's how sleazy these guys are. But anyway, that looks like my TV. It's not even getting a signal from there at the moment, so that obviously didn't work. So I'm going to see if I can find it on the internet here. I think they stream A.M. Joyce thing on the internet, so I'm going to see if I can check out the latest news. Keep up. I try to keep up with it as much as I can. On the road's a little difficult, but we'll see. Anyway, oh, right. I have to do the cards of the day. I'm missing something. What am I supposed to be doing? Are you kidding me? I'm sitting here flaking out and forgetting the cards of the day. How could I forget that? I've only been doing this readings for how long? Lord. Let me drag them out here. Drag them out and see what we have this morning. Oh, mercy. Falling down on the job. So let's see what we have today. Well, first card out is consistency. This is a new card. I've never seen this one in this deck before. Isn't that nice? Yes, well, the sun is consistent. The universe is consistent. Consistency. Jaguar. Ah. Yeah. Jaguar. Kind of like the king of the jungle. Not afraid to prowl in the night. You know, yeah. Faces, faces the things, and it's, a lot of courage, the jaguar. But if you're going to do a spiritual path, again, you have to face things, you have to look at them, you have to delve deep, and it has to be, you have to have consistency if you're going to move forward. And another new one today is the armadillo spirit. What is armadillo spirit? Set healthy boundaries. This is so important in your life, is to set boundaries, or you have people run over you, or you get put into positions that you don't want to be in. Especially a lot of women. Okay, sorry guys, but a lot of women, don't set boundaries with men. They don't, a guy will say they're pretty and all of a sudden they're, or so some women have such low self-esteem that any attention they get, they're all over it, and they're not setting healthy boundaries. And then they find out and they feel, oh, I've been used. Well, you haven't set boundaries, okay? So this is something I've seen and been concerned about for a long time, that women just jump into bed with these guys because they think it's the only way they can keep them. They haven't set boundaries, and they wonder why they're disrespected. Gee, I don't know. So it's so important. Well, this goes for guys too. Set boundaries. Again, you see this show, the 90 Day Fiancé, take for example. The guys aren't setting boundaries either. They get these women that are, think they're the queen of Sheba, and I left my country for you, and you should do everything for me, and they're so spoiled. And the guys let them run them ragged. Okay? So it goes both ways. You have to set boundaries, and you have to, respect show respect for one another. So important. So show respect and set boundaries. Be consistent in what you're doing. Don't one day do one thing and the next day another, you know. Because if you're not having consistency, then nobody can depend on you. Nobody knows where you're going next, okay? And be able to challenge yourself. Be like the jaguar. Stand up. You know, look into those things which are difficult to look into, that you don't want to broach, the things that you really, you know, sometimes you want to run away from, or you want to act like it doesn't exist. You know, that doesn't work, okay? That doesn't work. You can't be in denial. You have to be in reality. So look at things realistically. So important. And yeah, be honest with your feelings. Eagle Maiden. Okay. Usually the feminine, you know, in this deck I see is more the internal stuff. The masculine is more the external stuff. You know, although really in the world of spirituality, it's the opposite. Shakti is all the externalized things. Okay. But in these decks, we see that the, you know, feminine is the internal, more internalized. Maybe I should start reading it actually the other way. You know, that these are the ones that are, you know, what's being done in the world. So whether this is your internal self or your external self, stand up for the truth, you know, hold to the truth. Don't bend, you know, set healthy boundaries and keep them honest. Keep it honest. Be consistent, again, in what you do. And don't be afraid to look deeper into situations and go where you fear to tread before, okay? No pain, no gain. You know, we've got to look at things, and it's not always easy to look and confront and get to the bottom of it, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. I hope everyone's having a great morning, and I can't believe I actually almost forgot to do the reading of the day. I was going, something's missing. I know I must be having a senior moment here. But anyway, the reading is now done. Hopefully, people have gotten something from that reading. I always try to give something that will benefit someone along the way. Okay. And again, if there's something that you want to see read about in the cards, not celebrity figures, please. I had somebody the other day ask to read some, you know, celebrity frou-frou stuff. I'm not interested in that, you know, kind of gossipy crap. Okay. Don't ask me to read on gossipy crap. I'm not interested in doing that. Okay. Just saying. There's more to life than that kind of frou-frou-y nonsense, you know, with people's egos all twisted up, and yeah, I'm not into that. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to leave this here. It's starting to get light. I'm going to see if I can update the TV, see what happened, because it stopped streaming there. And then I will see you online and down the road. Aho, have a great morning.